So this is the Dreame X40 Ultra. This is an autonomous robot that not only vacuums your floors, but also intelligently mops them as well. My family and I have had a couple of these smart robotic vacuum and mop cleaners in the house before, and so I have some experience with this, what to look out for. And this packs a lot of technology, things like LiDAR navigation, app control, a built-in camera that lets you actually see what's in your home even if you're not home, as well as brushes and mops that actually stick out of the device to get into the crevices alongside the walls and into the corners of your home. And so I'm going to break all of those things down here for you guys today, so you can see how the X40 Ultra might be a really good fit for your home in terms of saving you time. So you're spending less time sweeping and mopping and spending more time doing the things that like you want to do or need to do. And so if you guys are new here, my name is Dave and this is where tech meets lifestyle. And this is the docking station. This is where the X40 Ultra is going to come back to charge after it's done its cleaning. This is where the mops are going to go into to clean themselves. And say you only wanted to do vacuuming, it's actually going to leave the mops behind in the base station. So that way you don't have to worry about the mops dragging along your rug. They'll stay in here, stay nice and clean. What's really nice also is that when the X40 Ultra does come back, the mops are going to get cleaned with 158-degree Fahrenheit water. So that way you're not getting like mold or dirty, stale water smell from the mops. And the layout for the base station is really simple, right? So up top, you have your tanks for the dirty water and for the clean water. You can easily just pick this up, drop it back inside. Down here inside of this, you're going to remove this cover. This is where you're going to have a 3.2-liter dust bag that you really won't have to worry about for quite some time. And right in here is an easy little tray that you can just slide out. This is where you're going to add the soap solution that the X40 Ultra is going to come with, and this is going to organically mix with the water that you put up here in the water tank. You don't have to do anything else. You just put the soap in here and the machine takes care of the rest. But one of the ways that the X40 Ultra achieves such good cleaning and camera sensing of the environment is because it's using a 5-channel RGB camera that can identify heavy stains, lift side brushes, and reduce your mopping speed for a more thorough stain breakdown. And one of the standout features which is really cool about the X40 Ultra compared to something like say the Eufy S1 Pro, which is a really good vacuuming and mopping robot as well, is that the X40 Ultra has brushes and mops that are able to extend outside of the body so that way you can get into the little nooks and crevices of your wall and mop alongside your wall, because other autonomous robots for the most part are just round or square and they really don't do a good job at getting along the baseboard. So having a brush and a mop that's able to stick out into those little crevices is really nice. It's going to give you a really deep, thorough clean that, as far as I know, no other autonomous robots on the market right now are able to achieve. And so that's definitely a huge plus here about the X40 Ultra. Following it around and watching it actually clean those little crevices along the walls and the little gaps in the walls and things like that is really cool. So I want to give you guys a live example of how the side reach and the extend mop work here. So as you can see here, it's getting deep along the baseboard. So it's still going to get inside of there. You can see the side reach going. You can also see the mop on the back side extending into the crevices. And you're going to see the same thing right here under this appliance. And this is something that other robot vacuums really are not doing, where you have the hand that's extending out underneath the oven, and then the mop is also going to be extending underneath as well to get a good sweep in. And here, for example, too, even if you have furniture, the brush and the mop are going to extend. So that way you can get a nice clean even underneath of your furniture as well. Now we're here in the bathroom and it's going to extend the brush out there. It's going to mop along the tub. And you're gonna see something similar here with the door, where the mop's going underneath. Right, because the robot isn't able to open the door itself, but what it can do is use the side arm and use the side mop to extend out and get beneath the door frame so you can get any of that dust or residue that might be under there. My fiance and I actually just moved to a new location, still setting things up. But what's nice is that you can actually have several different maps. So like, say for example, this was the map of the previous place that we were at. So I can go, back that up, and then start mapping for our new location right here. And what's great about the cameras is that it has object detection. So like, for example, this charging cable that I have here, as you guys see, it actually just went around so that way you could avoid it and not suck it up. But we have a lot of stuff lying around everywhere. It's cool because it actually lays out objects in the environment. So like right here, I have some cables. It acknowledges that there's another item over here. Here it has like a box, which is true. This is where the box is. And so it's just a nice peace of mind that if you're not home and you set it out to go clean something and something's on the floor that should not be getting sucked up, that the robot knows the difference and knows not to do that. You're also getting flexibility for things like carpet avoidance mode, where it's basically just going to stay to like your hardwood floor and not bother with any of your carpets. We also have carpet boost, which is going to clean your rug one time at the maximum suction power, which you're getting 12,000 PAs, and intensive carpet cleaning, which is going to clean it 2 times, and more of a moderate suction level. And so that way you're getting 2 thorough pass-through cleans of your rug as well. And what's nice is that you can customize the way that you want the X40 Ultra to actually clean your house. You can choose different zones, you can choose the amount of wetness, you can choose the mopping frequency, you can also choose the area, the time, the room. You can make it vac and mop, you can make it mop after you do a thorough vacuuming. It lets you know when it's finished, it lets you know when it's actually cleaning the mop inside of the station, and it lets you customize the different areas by putting down different zones, carpet areas, and the app gives you a lot of control over how you customize the actual stations that the X40 Ultra is going to be working in, letting you partition off rooms, set the type of ground environment that it's in, no-go areas where your furniture is. There's a lot of customization and map editing inside of the application, which is really nice. And so I've said a lot of really positive things about the X40 Ultra so far, and that's because genuinely it is a really good cohesive autonomous robot in my experience. However, I do have to be objective with you guys, and I have to say that using the Eufy S1 Pro, that one has the mop roller built into the body that completely recesses up inside of it, and so it doesn't have to go back to the docking station in order to clean out the mop, where the X40 Ultra periodically will know that it has to go back to the docking station to clean the mop so it can continue. And so cleaning might take like a little bit longer. Do I personally think that's a really big deal? No, it really is just preference. And again, something that this has that the Eufy S1 Pro does not is the fact that the brushes and the mop stick out of the body, so that way you can actually clean the recesses and crevices of the walls themselves. To really give you a deep, thorough cleaning experience is a huge plus, undoubtedly. And an underrated piece of technology is that this actually comes with a TriCut Roller, and what you guys can't see is that inside of these little grooves are a bunch of little blades, and basically what that means is that you really don't have to worry about the machine getting stuck with tangled hair, getting caught up. These blades are going to do a really good job of slicing through those. And so far, using the X40 Ultra at my parents' house with my mom and my sister, and here with Maria, I haven't had a single instance where this got caught up because of tangled hair. Now, as always here on the channel, full transparency for you guys, this video is sponsored by Dreame, but a couple of things that I really appreciate. They respect the creative process and didn't tell me that I couldn't tell you guys things, couldn't say things. They honestly just wanted me to review it here on the channel and really just like highlight the technology that is in the X40 Ultra, so that way you guys could see what it's capable of. And the only real like negative thing, right, to be impartial and unbiased for you guys that I can think of, is that the mop rollers don't clean inside of the body as it's going along, like in my experience with the S1 Pro. But again, that really is going to depend on the person, because the trade-off there, which is really positive, is that the X40 Ultra gets into corners and crevices significantly better than the S1 Pro does. And so as a whole, the app control, the fact that you can view the camera, and for me, moving into a new location, right, having the vacuum sort of be like a security camera is actually pretty darn cool. And so if you guys have been looking for a robot that can help you out in your home, taking care of vacuuming and mopping, so that way you don't have to spend time doing those things, you can spend more time doing the things that you want to do or need to do, I'll have links in the description down below for the X40 Ultra for you guys and in my pinned comment. But thank you guys so much again for stopping by and hanging out. If you have any other questions, please let me know in the comment section down below. We'll get to as many as I possibly can. But as always, peace, love, adios, bye guys, and have a great day.